two here, Vanessa Kraven and LuFisto, have been renowned. Oh, wait, quick cover. Oh, have been renowned all over Canada and all over the world, really. Another quick cover.
It's almost done before it even gets started.
As the two best women's wrestlers in the world today. Now, that being said, could you believe that these two have never faced off in the ring before, ever?
Well, this match was inevitable to happen eventually. This is an unstoppable force versus a movable object. And I tell you what, the television set does not do the size of Vanessa Kraven justice. You got to show her in person. An idea of how much bigger she is than virtually every opponent she's ever faced.
She's bigger than most of the men.
She drops down to a knee, she's the same height as LuFisto.
Lays on her stomach, she's bigger than me. But that's my problem, not really hers.
No comment on that one.
Now, LuFisto, obviously much smaller of the two, but she has this very interesting style about her. You're going to see a lot of kicks, a lot of using her own body as a weapon, like you see there, just the headbutts to the arm. Who headbutts someone in the arm?
Just gritty. She has a mindset for violence that most people don't have. She thinks of ways to hurt you that most people won't. Look at this. She's got the chicken wing with almost like a dragon sleeper applied at the same time.
Yeah, it looks like a chicken wing. It has the hammerlock ripped in there, the dragon sleeper. Call it what you want. It's innovative offense, and that is what she brings to the table in every match, and that's why she is so successful, because it's really hard to plan, it's really hard to prepare to face LuFisto, because you really don't know what you're getting into.
She's an evil genius. That's the only way to describe her. And look at this again, putting the pressure point again on the knee. Anything she gets to, she's going to block in a hole and try to snap whatever limb you give her. Reversal here, this might be down.
Yeah, LuFisto, she's not paid by the hour. So, she's trying to end this early. Obviously in a terrible position right now.
Anytime Vanessa Kraven is sitting on top of you, putting all that weight on top of you, just the size of you don't want to be in that position. But again, reversal, going right back to the chicken wing.
And this is exactly why we were saying these are some of the best wrestlers in the world. You're going to see a lot of holds that you've never seen before. You're going to see a lot of reversals of those holds. There'll be a wrestling clinic. But then, there's also the possibility of this thing just breaking down. Because when you have someone the size of Vanessa Kraven in there, eventually someone's going to get punched in the face. It's going to hurt a whole lot.
Vanessa Kraven with the obvious reach advantage, but the disadvantage to having limbs as long as she does compared to her opponent, especially opponent like LuFisto. As soon as she gets one of those limbs free, she can snap onto it. She'll block in a whole lot. Leg sweep, beautiful.
Again there, using her in for cover, using her body as a weapon, and as you said, the long legs coming to a disadvantage there.
Look at the way Vanessa Kraven kicked out of that pinch. You don't want to kick out, she put the elbow right in the side of the head of LuFisto. Any chance you get to put the elbows to your opponent's head is a good time. And again, working on the long legs.
An interesting hold there, almost like a half crab.
Your height has nothing to do with it when you're lying on the mat. So as long as LuFisto works those legs, Morgan's not going to be able to get up them very quickly.
Maybe that's the plan. Break Vanessa Kraven down to your level.
That's a pretty good plan. That's got to be going into match with Vanessa Kraven.
Is Kraven on her feet is an imposing figure. It's not a good idea here. Trading forearms with Kraven.
These ladies are both hitting each other. Any one of these hits would probably knock the average person out.
Oh, you would be sleeping till Sunday.
Oh, no kidding. Both these ladies with glasses, but their chins made us.
Oh! Tilt-a-whirl head scissors countered.
Right on her face was LuFisto.
That's a great way to rearrange your face.
Stomping on the back. That's it. These two ladies, anytime they get a chance to punish each other, they're taking it. They're not wasting any time in this match. Using the ring as a weapon.
Yeah, see, LuFisto uses her body as a weapon, but Kraven is using the ring as a weapon, which, might be a better idea.
And Kraven is taking full advantage of that 5 count she has. Blowing a kiss to the fans as well. And that's it. When you're someone the size of Vanessa Kraven, you always have this height advantage and the size advantage over your opponents. It's hard not to be a bully. It's hard not to be cocky in that ring, but she's got to be careful with these liberties she's taking against, especially people like LuFisto.
Yeah, if you don't smother LuFisto when you can, she'll burn you. She's like a fire. You got to put her out as soon as possible.
Suplex, and a suplex from someone like Vanessa Kraven, that's going to hurt that much more because it's a lot longer way down than an average suplex. I don't know if LuFisto's been suplexed from that height before.
Absolutely, that's added weight and added force.
So her feet were in the ring. It was almost the same equivalent of a superplex.
Having those two hands wrapped around your mouth, pulling your head almost off of your shoulders there.
So her hands are just engulfing the face of LuFisto. And oh, look at it. She's got a pull on the nose now, too, trying to rearrange the face. A little bit of an extreme makeover.
Her hand's almost the same size as LuFisto's face. So when she wraps those hands around your head, it's hard to breathe.
Well, especially when she's got her fingers up your nose like that.
And in your mouth as well. It's
those chops are vicious.
Power behind that whip. Dropped her right so. Oh! A rolling senton.
Oh, look,
this is it. This is over.
That was a lazy cover on the part of Vanessa Kraven. She didn't have all of her body weight on. She didn't hook a leg. And anytime you hook your opponent's leg in a pin, this is why wrestlers do that. When you hook the leg in the pin, it forces them to use extra energy to kick out of that.
And it's less body weight to use as well.
Oh, jeez. Using that second turnbuckle there.
Ducked the clothesline, caught her into a flatliner, dropped her face first into the middle rope. LuFisto needs to stay on her now here.
Stay on those turnbuckles. There's not much padding to those turnbuckles. Underneath that, just a plain steel rod. That's what it is. It's a thin piece of mat and a piece of steel, and when your face hits it, it hurts.
And that's why those turnbuckles are padded, because it's a weapon, is what it is.
Rapid fire with the chops now.
You see that last chop on the way down as Kraven was falling. She got that chop right in the face. Oh, there's going to be a senton as well.
Oh, and another one out. And a head snap back on that one. It's going to give you a whiplash.
Repaying the favor there. Cover. Hook the leg this time.
Barely able to kick out, though. And see, that's it. When your legs are hooked, you can't really use them to help you power out of a pin.
Fortunately for Vanessa Kraven, she has a whole lot of power in every part of her body.
Oh, that's the advantage that she has there. She knows it. That's why she's been so successful. She's the sheer size of her. It's hard to get a win on her.
LuFisto doing all she can to get that win.
Working on the legs some more.
Women's division really heating up here at Smash Wrestling.
This is one of the deepest female rosters I think I've ever seen. And I would stack up the Smash Wrestling female roster to any other organization.
And especially with athletes like this and LuFisto and Vanessa, they're not just models. They're not fitness models. They're not dancers. These are wrestlers.
And they're showing in this match here tonight. And another hold onto the leg. But the problem with putting a submission hold on someone the height of Vanessa Kraven is that she's so close. Even if she's in the center of the ring, she can still get to those ropes quite well, not easily. It's easy for me to say, but a lot easier than most people can.
Oh. Back suplex.
That's why you see anytime LuFisto has a chance, she's going to trap a leg, she's going to trap it, she's going to trap as many of those lips as possible. Trying to condense the size of Kraven.
Off the ropes now, look, and a boot to the face. I don't know how Kraven can continue after that.
She might not be able to. Again, she's very close to those ropes and just able to kick out. LuFisto thought that was over, so did I. Got to stand. You can't get frustrated.
The crowd chanting LuFisto, trying to encourage LuFisto in this contest.
Tied up on the ropes, not a place you want to be. She's going to stretch her out.
LuFisto really needs to stay on those legs.
She's working on the legs, she's working on the lower back. Anywhere with the power of Vanessa Kraven normally goes there, she's working on it. She knows exactly, very methodical. Nothing very valuable than repeated kicks to the head.
Those are just nasty kicks to the temple.
That's just punishment right there. But she's very methodical in this match, wearing down her opponent, trying to take away that size advantage, trying to take away that power advantage.
But what worries me about her strategies thus far, she's not sticking on one particular body part. And in doing so, it's kind of like one of those 4-in-1 printer gimmicks. You know, it's a printer, it's a scanner, the vehicle, it's a whole bunch of things. It's not really good at one thing, it's just kind of okay at it. So if you're not focusing on just one thing, Vanessa Kraven is able to do stuff like that. She's able to put you up on her shoulder and throw you head first into a turnbuckle.
Vanessa Kraven's not just going to sit there and let her grab hold of a leg or take her in the back. I think if LuFisto, she's doing what she can, take advantage of whatever opening Vanessa Kraven gives her.
Maybe that's it. Maybe she just thought to abandon the leg after working on it for the first part of this match, thinking that it just wasn't working, it wasn't going to be successful, call an audible at the line.
Well, that's it, but don't think that leg is 100% either. She can always go right back to it if she needs to, but again, she's not in a position where she wants to be. Grounded, that foot is right in between the shoulder blades. Maximum torque is in between those shoulders.
And when you have someone as tall as Vanessa Kraven pulling back on your arm and sticking their leg in your back.
Power of LuFisto here, just trying to just gut this one out.
Yeah, we've been focusing on the strength of Kraven, the size of Kraven, but LuFisto is a very strong athlete as well, as you saw just there. He was able to pull her arms.
She's slouched. She's not used to being the weaker of the two opponents. I don't even know if I necessarily call her weak. She's just definitely a size disadvantage. Look at the size of the arm again. She's choking her and crushing her head at the same time. This is not just a grab, it's a chin lock.
You can see Kraven putting her face up against the back of her head to shove her neck down closer into the arm, just trapping her head, using every part of her body to do so.
That's it. You're using the bicep and your fist to squeeze on the temple as well.
Oh, sidewalk slam.
Before Tilt-A-Whirl got caught. Again, able to get the shoulder up though.
Frustration's got to be building now with Kraven. You know, you saw her hit the mat as she rolled off the 2 count.
How can both these ladies are used to ending the matches almost 3-4 times by now with some of the moves they've hit, but
roaring back fist. German suplex.
Suplex with a release.
No bridge, all impact.
Shining Wizard. Able to kick out again.
That was 2 7/8. You can't get much closer than that unless it was 15-16, so that's really hard to say.
How much Kisman have left in the tank? Just try to pick her up here.
Boss. Might have been no buys there.
And again, right to the back.
Power sit out. Power bomb. 2.
What?
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna. If I was a betting man, I'm staying away from this match.
But again, oh, beautiful leg sweep.
Counters a big boot.
On a kick right to the head again. And
going back to that leg.
And that's it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's it. That's it. Luna's still looking for that submission all match, and she finally gets it. She never quit on the leg. She never quit on the lower body. And it paid off.